Hey, what is good, everyone? It's Cameron, and today we're going to be giving you guys the best slasher build in NBA 2K22 Next Gen. This build is absolutely monstrous. It will dunk on everyone. I'm sure you've seen Lakers fan use this build. It's just an absolute beast of a build. But if you don't want to run this build, make sure you're prepared to have friends that are willing to spot up in the corner for you, because this is not a shooting build, and you most likely will need to ISO. It's probably one of the best ISO builds in the game right now, so just be prepared for that. But before we get into it, guys, if you guys could like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. So as you can see, this build is a small forward. You can go left hand or right hand, it doesn't matter, and you have to go number 8 for prime Kobe. Okay, so to give you plus 20 dunk boost, that's no lie. Okay, then moving on, we're going 6'5". Now if you want to look up Lakers fans video, you can go actually into the metric system, and you can go like, I think it was 1.99 meters, and then you're actually 6'5.2. But if you can't be bothered doing that, just make your build 6'5", weight 180 pounds, with a wingspan of 7'2". That's an absolute demigod wingspan, bro. And that ridiculously large wingspan is going to be one of the reasons you can't shoot, but it's also going to be the reason that you're going to be dunking on everyone, you're going to be blocking everyone, you're going to be clamping up on everyone, and it's going to give you pretty much pure lockdown stats with like 99 steal, all that good stuff. Now, if you guys know me, you know I don't like to waste time with like trying to go through all the stats and everything, and figure out like how some people do. So here are all the stats. If you want to pause and write them down, go ahead. But we have a driving layup of 80, driving dunk all the way to a 99 driving dunk. Yes, sir, you are going to be absolutely just posterizing everyone. Standing dunk to a 73. We're only upgrading the free throws a little bit, but you can really put those 4 points in anything you want. It doesn't really matter. The only reason we're chucking them in free throws is just to help you out on the prime or my career when you get them. Then passing accuracy to a 90, ball handling to an 84, speed with ball to an 84. That's what's going to allow you to actually ISO up, cook up, get into the lane, and then abuse that 99 driving dunk. Then for our defense, we got crazy defense. We got interior defense of a 63, then perimeter defense, bring that to a 95. Still, we could go 99. However, we need the attributes for other things like our physicals, which as you can see is maxed out down the bottom. But block to an 80, offensive rebounding to an 83, and defensive rebounding to an 85, which as you can see, we're kind of goated on defense. Like all of our stats are above 80 except interior defense, so we're pretty versatile there. We're going to be getting a lot of rebounds, which is really important with this build, because chances are you're going to be wanting to run with shooters so that you can space the floor, and that means that you're probably going to have to be the best rebounder, or at least the second best rebounder on your team, unless you're running with some like shooting lockdowns, in which case you can all kind of be short rebounders. But that's why the rebounding is really important. It's also going to give us 30 defensive badges, which is a huge bonus. And we're just a good interior as well as a exterior defender, perimeter defender. Now, looking at the physicals, you can see pretty much everything is maxed out. We go speed to an 88, acceleration to an 86, strength to a 40. Now, that's not crazy, but the reason we do that is because I think some things will actually require you to bring up your strength, but strength at a 40 for a guard right now is crazy because no one else is upgrading their strength. So even though it's still a low 40, it's still 15 more points than what every other guard will have, which is going to help you dunk on people. Vertical, obviously, at 97, we want to be out here like Vince Carter, just flying over people, or Ja Morant, doesn't really matter. Stamina to a 99, because when you go out for dunks and layups and all that kind of things, it drains your stamina a lot. And if your stamina bar runs out when you're going for a dunk, you won't get a contact dunk or whatever. You might get a like a normal dunk, but chances are if your stamina bar runs out, it's going to take you out of a contact dunk animation, and it's going to give you some weak layup animation, especially if you don't have your Hall of Fame badges. Sometimes if you have your Hall of Fame badges, it will still allow you to get the contact dunk, but it's obviously not as high chance as if you still have a lot of stamina left. So that's why you want 99 stamina. That's also going to help you cook up when dribbling. And you can see these badges kind of OP, okay? We don't get any shooting badges, but we get 21 finishing badges, 29 playmaking badges, and 30 defensive badges. Now, obviously, it would be nice to have some more finishing badges because we're a pure slasher type build, but we don't really need that many more Hall of Fame slashing badges. We only really need the good ones like Limitless Takeoff, Posterizer, Slithery Finisher, those kinds of badges. So we don't really need that many finishing badges, whereas the playmaking and defensive badges are just going to help you out just a ton. 29 playmaking badges, you get pretty much all the good playmaking badges at least gold, so you're going to be able to cook up. Then moving on to what takeover to choose, what I would recommend is the primary finishing moves. This is gonna just help you dunk on people. You guys know, like, once you get this takeover, it's really GG for whoever's underneath the basket. Okay, once you get this takeover, you're absolutely dunking on everyone. And the secondary takeover, you could go with like a playmaking takeover, another finishing takeover, or whatever. But what I'm doing and what Lakers fan is doing is actually choosing extreme clamps, because think about how OP it is. Imagine you're just locking up your player, you're getting steals, okay, you've got such high defense anyway, you're clamping up your player, you're going on the fast break, you're dunking on people. You know, you can get some crazy contact dunks or crazy alley-oops, you know, throw a little 1-2 after getting a steal, get a nice alley-oop. So that's why I'd go extreme clamps. Also, just helping out your team get stops, all that kind of stuff is really important, especially because you're a slasher. If you're playing on the threes, you know, there's going to be a lot of people trying to just shoot threes and try out score you simply by just hitting their threes instead of taking twos. So if you can clamp the perimeter, that's really important, especially as a slasher. And then you get my favorite title out of all of them, okay? This is my build every single year for the past like 3 years. A two-way slashing playmaker, okay? The cheesiest title possible. If you guys remember these builds. But yeah, the two-way slashing playmaker is what it's called. Shades of LeBron James, Scottie Pippen, and Michael Bridges, okay? I like those comparisons, okay? If you get a LeBron James comparison, you know it's a good build, okay? But hey man, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe. I really recommend you check out Lakers fans videos on this build. He's an absolute beast with it, absolute demon, okay? He dunks on everyone. He's ISOing up all the time. He's very entertaining, okay? And I've got 50 seconds, 45 seconds till I get to the 8-minute mark, so best believe I'm gonna get there. But yeah, as I say, comment down below any changes you would make. Let me know if you guys is going off the Imperial system or the metric system to make the build. I'm kind of curious on what people prefer, like, because you can get like that extra little 2.2 inches of height and still get the better stats of the lower heights. That's what a lot of people are doing, but I'm not sure if that actually makes a difference. I'm not sure if 2K rounds the players out or whatever, but yeah. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and I am out. See ya.